We begin. Get ready. You wake up one morning and look outside. The neighbor you said hello to yesterday is now on the other side. People who lived on the same street, who were once close, become strangers overnight. If a city is split down the middle, are people divided too? And could such a division ironically bring the entire world together? In this video, I won't just tell you the story of a wall. Today we will talk about how a border built of concrete left deep marks on human memory, and why, when it fell, it planted seeds of hope across the world. This is the story of the Berlin Wall. But in truth, it's your story and mine. Chapter 1. A division overnight. Why was the wall built? When the calendar showed August 13th, 1961, the people of Berlin went to sleep like any other ordinary night. But when they woke up, the city was no longer the same. Streets were cut off with barbed wire. Soldiers stood on constant guard. Public transportation lines were shut down. The Berlin Wall had appeared overnight. So, what were the reasons? After World War II, the Cold War divided the world into two poles: East, West-East, the Soviet Union, and the Socialist Bloc, West, the United States and its allies. Berlin was left helplessly trapped right in the middle of these two ideologies. Throughout the 1950s, millions of East Germans fled to the West in search of a freer life. For East Germany, this was not just a loss of population, but a growing question mark hanging over the system itself. The solution chosen was this: keep people inside. And the most definitive way to do that was simple: a wall. Chapter 2. Lives in the shadow of concrete. The Berlin Wall was not just made of concrete blocks. It was a line that cut through human lives. Brothers and friends could no longer see each other. Parents were separated from their children. People who worked in the same places suddenly became citizens of different countries. Those living in West Berlin could see beyond the wall, but they could not touch it. For those living in the East, the wall meant a physical barrier against forbidden escape, constant state surveillance, and a silent, ever-present fear. Along the wall were landmines, watchtowers, and armed soldiers, many of them forced by the state to stand there, even if they did not wish to share the same inhuman role. Thousands of people lost their lives trying to escape. Was it legitimate to imprison people in order to keep a state alive? Was security more important than freedom? These questions were etched not only into the minds of Berliners, but into the conscience of the world. Chapter 3. The wall itself. Over time, the Berlin Wall evolved from a simple barrier into a sophisticated border system. Its total length reached nearly 155 kilometers. It included concrete walls, barbed wire, open areas known as the death strip, watchtowers, automatic weapon systems. Although it was presented as a defensive structure, in reality it was a trap set against its own people. And this reality sparked a powerful reaction across global public opinion. Chapter 4. The wall's impact on the world. The Berlin Wall did not affect only Germany. It became the most powerful symbol of the Cold War. The world saw this clearly. If an ideology deprives people of freedom, that ideology must be questioned. For this reason, the Berlin Wall became a reference point worldwide in human rights debates, freedom movements, and discussions about borders and migration policies. Even today, when people speak about the U.S.-Mexico border, the Israel-Palestine, Gaza, separation barrier, or other physical and psychological borders, the Berlin Wall is remembered. Because Berlin taught us this: walls do not only divide land, they divide minds. Chapter 5. Is the wall falling? And then 1989 arrived. Winds of inevitable change were sweeping through Eastern Europe. Protests and public reactions were growing. People were slowly overcoming their fears. On November 9th, 1989, a communication mistake during a press conference turned into a historic moment. Crowds gathered at the border crossings. Soldiers froze, unable to act in that defining instant, and the gates were opened wide. No one fired a shot. No one tried to stop them. At last, people climbed onto the wall. They tore away concrete pieces, wires and locks. Some cried, some embraced, some sang. The Berlin Wall fell physically, but in truth, it had already collapsed in people's minds. Chapter 6. What do fallen walls tell us? The fall of the Berlin Wall carried the idea of unity far beyond Germany's borders. This event gave hope to democracy and freedom movements, inspired courage in societies living under oppression. Etch the message, change is possible, into the world's collective memory. Today, pieces of the wall are displayed across the globe. Because they are not merely souvenirs, they stand there as warnings. Closing, a call to humanity. Now I want to ask you, how many walls exist in 2026? How many are made of concrete, and how many exist in our minds? Are fear, prejudice, and polarization building new walls today? The Berlin Wall taught us this: walls can be built, but they can also be torn down. To do that, we must first understand, then talk, and most importantly, never forget our humanity. If this story made you think, share your thoughts in the comments. And for more deep historical narratives like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because without understanding the past, we cannot build a future together.
Follow for more.